From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Escapes the pocket. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he doesn't get much, a small pick.
Run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Richardson to throw. This one finds Taylor. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. On the move, headed right. Avoids the sack. He connects downfield on 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Herbert. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
2nd and goal, he's headed right on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and goal for Richardson. He's on the move. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Game with the point after. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Barkley's got it. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right side. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Dropping back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, here's Akers. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 41. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Akers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Akers. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one finds Goddard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff headed right. It's Akers. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Herbert, running left. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long, it's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Throwing now, off play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Escapes out to the left. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Shotgun handoff to Herbert. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Forced out to his right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. 4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. Up and good from Fairbairn. That's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Goddard makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on first and 10. He's got Smith. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Shotgun handoff to Akers. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Pass play now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on fourth. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's more of the catch out left. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Running right, this is Taylor. And not much there, but enough to get across the 45. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. This finds Mitchell, complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Keely Ringo making the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Richardson now. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Akers up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Saquon. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And they fake it on 4th and 1. And they get to it just in time. Another step or two, and that fake would have moved the chains. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Richardson. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
He's keeping it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 39. And that gives them 1st and goal. Taylor. Scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Taken in by Smith. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down from the red zone. Barkley's got it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Looking for somewhere. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's into the hands of Moore. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They'll have the first down and even more. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw again, Richardson. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pitch to Taylor. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running it after the penalty. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a pickup of 2, and they'll need a lot more than that on 2nd and 18. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Offense to the line for 2nd down. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled in knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
2nd and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Herbert on the give, headed left. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.